Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Inner Vlog. Today, we begin with a story that has gripped communities across Nigeria and raised urgent questions about safety, worship, and the wider landscape of insecurity in the country. This is a detailed, step-by-step reconstruction of the attack on the Christ Apostolic Church, CAC, in Eruku, located in the Ekiti local government area of Kwara State. Our goal in this presentation is to bring clarity, chronology, and context, three essential pillars of responsible reporting, while maintaining the neutrality and balance required when stories are still unfolding and facts are being updated. This report is built upon the information available at the time the story was first covered, combined with eyewitness details, government statements, and verified multimedia evidence circulating online. Before we begin, Intervlog will use Pidgin in a few parables to help explain deeper meanings within the narrative. One such parable appears early here. Pigeon parable. When bush don quiet too much, if it means say lion dey hide. English explanation. When a place becomes unusually quiet, it can be a warning of danger approaching. Silence is not always peace. Sometimes it is the prelude to disruption. This parable serves as an entry point because the incident in Eruku occurred in a moment that had all the outward signs of calm. An evening worship service, a live stream, worshipers gathered in prayer, before the calm was broken in a sudden, violent way. Eruku is a community located in the north-central region of Nigeria within Kwara State. Known for its peaceful atmosphere, evening religious gatherings are a routine part of community life. Like many churches across Nigeria, the Christ Apostolic Church in Oke Isegun is not only a worship center, it is also a social gathering point where families, children, elders, and youth find spiritual connection. The evening of the incident was described by residents as ordinary. It was around 6 p.m., a time when dusk gradually settles and many church programs begin to transition into night vigils. This particular service was reportedly being live-streamed, a common practice among churches seeking to reach members who cannot attend in person. Inside the sanctuary, worshipers were participating in prayers and songs. The atmosphere was calm. For many, it was simply another evening before a new week. But unknown to them, events outside the church walls were already shifting. Movements had been reported along the edges of surrounding farmlands. Witnesses later described the attackers as positioned strategically in the shadows before advancing toward the church building. Another pigeon parable helps explain the sense of vulnerability facing many rural communities. Pigeon parable. Goat way day for market, no day hear shout, na the owner go worry pass. English explanation. A goat in a busy market does not know the danger around it. It is the owner who understands the risks. This means that communities often live their daily lives unaware of threats developing in the background. This parable captures how normal life continued inside the church, even as external threats approached. Below is the reconstructed step-by-step timeline, based on reports, eyewitness accounts, available footage, and official confirmations. 5:30 p.m. Worshippers begin to gather. Members of the Christ Apostolic Church arrive for the evening service. According to witnesses, this was part of a weekly program that often transitions into later night activities. Live stream equipment is set up as usual inside the sanctuary. Children, youths, families, and elders sit in assigned areas. Some individuals are already recording the session for online members. The worship service begins with songs. 6 p.m. Live stream active. Full worship in progress. The church program is now in full motion. The live stream is confirmed to be running, capturing the sermon, prayers, and interactions among worshipers. At this time, everything appears calm within the church. The pastor leads the congregation while other members participate actively. Unknown to those inside, movements are reported in the surrounding area. Some neighbors later recall hearing faint sounds, but these did not trigger alarm. 6:05 p.m. Attackers advance toward the church. Eyewitness accounts indicate that gunmen, some masked, begin approaching the church building. Their weapons are reportedly already visible. This moment marks the beginning of a coordinated attack. Attackers appear to position themselves around the church entrance and windows. 6:10 p.m. First shots fired. Suddenly, gunfire erupts from outside the church. Chaos. Worshippers scream, chairs fall, people attempt to hide or flee. The pastor pauses mid-sentence. Camera angles shake as individuals take cover. It becomes clear that the attackers are firing directly into the church from outside. Bullet holes later photographed confirm the direction of the shots. 6:11 p.m. Attackers force entry. After firing through windows and walls, some attackers move toward the entrance doors. They force their way into the building, continuing to shoot. Worshippers inside scramble to different corners of the sanctuary. Some people manage to escape through side exits. Others hide under benches or behind musical instruments. The attackers reportedly shout commands as they enter. 6:15 p.m. Abductions begin. During this phase, according to later confirmations from authorities and residents, the pastor is seized. Several worshippers are abducted. Others sustain injuries while attempting to flee. At least 2 to 3 people are killed during the crossfire. Numbers vary by early reports. The attackers move quickly, securing individuals they intend to take away. Objects inside the church, chairs, desks, sound systems, are overturned or damaged during the assault. 6:20 p.m. Attackers retreat with hostages. Within minutes, the attackers exit the building, taking the pastor and other abducted members with them. Frightened worshippers emerge slowly from hiding places after the attackers leave. Some run to nearby houses, others remain in shock inside the church. 6:25 p.m. First calls for help. Local residents make urgent calls to police vigilante groups, community security networks. Reports of gunshots at the church spread rapidly. 6:30 p.m. Local vigilantes mobilize. Community vigilante teams begin moving toward the location, armed with basic equipment. However, by the time they arrive, the attackers have moved deeper into surrounding bushes. Residents later describe seeing torchlights and movement disappearing into unlit areas. 6:45 p.m. Police response initiated. Kwara State Police units confirm receiving distress calls. Officers are deployed to the area. Initial statements after the incident confirm shots were fired. An attack occurred inside the church. Abductions took place. Pursuit operations were underway 7 p.m. and beyond. Search operations continue. Police and local vigilantes continue moving through the area, attempting to trace the route taken by the attackers. Community members gather outside the church. Many families seek information about missing loved ones. Late night, government engagement begins. Senior officials receive reports of casualties and abductions. Discussions begin regarding enhanced security measures. Next morning, the church reveals the full damage. Daylight shows bullet holes in windows, damage to the church interior, bloodstains, scattered personal belongings, broken furnishings. Photos taken after the incident show clear evidence of gunfire. Following days, the aftermath unfolds. Authorities intensify search and rescue missions. The community remains shaken. Kwara State temporarily closes some schools as a precaution. The pastor and abducted individuals remain missing at this stage of reporting. Footage shared on social platforms shows the moment worshippers began running inside the sanctuary. The panic captured during the live stream becomes one of the most circulated visual proofs of the attack. Multiple photographs from the aftermath confirm the damage to the church. Residents provide matching descriptions of gunmen firing from outside, forced entry abductions, panic among worshippers. Early casualty numbers differ between local reports, but all sources confirm at least 2 to 3 individuals were killed. Multiple worshippers were abducted. Injuries occurred during the chaos. Nigeria's north-central and northwestern regions have experienced rising insecurity over the past decade. This includes kidnappings, rural attacks, school invasions, assaults on places of worship, banditry across farmlands. Number 3. The attack in Eruku is not an isolated event, but part of a broader pattern affecting multiple communities. Security agencies continue to face pressure to protect worship centers, schools, and vulnerable populations. A pigeon parable in this context helps explain the uncertainty many communities face. Pigeon parable. No be every smoke means say fire day far, sometimes a day your backyard. English explanation. Not every smoke indicates a distant fire. Sometimes the fire is very close. This means that danger may not always be far away. It can be within reach before anyone realizes. This parable illustrates the vulnerability of rural religious gatherings in regions where security presence is limited. Kwara State Police confirm shots were fired, officers responded, vigilantes supported the pursuit, investigations were underway, rescue operations had begun. The state government's decision to close certain schools temporarily reflects heightened awareness of the broader security situation. Officials urge calm while emphasizing that operations were ongoing to track down the attackers. Community members express fear, shock, anxiety, concern for abducted relatives, worry about future gatherings. Religious leaders call for unity and security reinforcement. Families remain hopeful that abducted individuals will be rescued alive. The incident leaves deep emotional scars on worshippers who witnessed it firsthand. Neutral reporting ensures accuracy and avoids inflaming existing social divides. The Eruku attack highlights the fragile balance between daily life and ongoing insecurity challenges. It shows how ordinary citizens engaging in peaceful worship can become vulnerable targets. It underscores the need for stronger rural security, improved intelligence gathering, faster response mechanisms, support for families affected, community cooperation, responsible reporting. Intervlog holds the belief that accurate storytelling helps communities understand events more clearly and respond more effectively. As another pigeon parable puts it, pigeon parable, if wind blow, foul yanch go open. English explanation. When the wind blows, the chicken's feathers lift and expose what is usually hidden. This means that challenging times reveal underlying issues. This incident reveals the urgent need for improved security across vulnerable communities. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the full reconstruction of events at the Christ Apostolic Church in Eruku, Kwara State. It is a story of shock, loss, resilience, and ongoing investigations. As more information becomes available, updates will continue to shape the understanding of what truly happened that evening. Intervlog remains committed to reporting with clarity, neutrality, and depth. Our prayers go out to the families, the entire Eruku community, and everyone affected by insecurity across the nation. Thank you for joining us in this detailed exploration of the events. Stay informed, stay safe, and stay connected with Intervlog. This is the end of our program today. See you on Intervlog, same time tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon to get new video updates. Thank you for watching Intervlog. Thank you.